Hint coins. Even I'd draw the line at using things like this. What's that smell? Is it explosives? Nothing could come out of there, could it? I'll make sure Flora's safe, no matter what happens here. Aww. Looks like this area is free of family members. What's the meaning of this, Horace? Who are these people? This is the real Professor Layton, Cuthbert. The real Professor Layton? What does that even mean? Look, I'll explain it all later, but we don't really have time to go into it right now. All you need to know for now is that these people have come to help us get out of here for good. You do want to get back to our own time in the past, don't you? Home? I'd do anything to go back. How can I help, Professor? I have to find Dimitri, the man who's been using my name. He's in the central research room. Where is that? You're close. It's just a ways down this corridor. Well, I still can't believe you're the real Professor Layton. Imagine that. As I recall, you were rather surprised to see me the last time we met as well. Yes, you'll have to excuse me. I had no idea of knowing who I was talking with. Anyhow, there'll be time for a chat later. We should get a move on before you're spotted. Bostro and his goons came through here saying that there were intruders in the building. You don't have much time. What? But how did he manage to spot us so quickly? I should have known. He probably tripped an infrared sensor at some point. No sense in standing around, Layton. Let's go. Professor, I've got to get out of here and find a way back to my own time. Don't let me down. Central research room is just down the hallway here. Hurry, before they have to spot you. Thank you both. I'll take it from here. Oh, it's getting tense. It's too heavy, Professor. I can't open it all by myself. I wish we could get just a little bit more light in here. Who knows what kind of research goes on behind this door? Is it some kind of warning? The print is awfully small. Puzzle door. This door appears to lead to the central research room. I sure hope Dimitri's in there. As do I. You heard him talk to us before, Luke. As do I. You heard him talk to us before, Luke. He can still be reasoned with. I'm sure of it. Well, our first challenge is to get the door open. It's got some strange lock on it. Another puzzle, no doubt. Dimitri wishes to test the intelligence of all those who enter the lab. Number 115. Hidden in plain sight. 50 picarets. Oh boy. The orange plus sign shown in the top left corner below is hidden somewhere in the green grid. It's the exact same size and shape. Can you find it? Draw lines around it with your stylus and then tap submit. So it's in 4 squares, the size of it.
That should do the trick.
Yay!
Just as I suspected.
A plus. It seems easy once you see it, but a lot of people have a hard time finding it. There we are. The door's lock seems to have disengaged. Hold it right there! Oh, there's a lot of guns. Everybody's a part of the family.
Aha! So this is where you sneaky sneaks have been hiding. There'll be no getting away this time.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay.
Oh no! We're trapped! Quickly, follow me!
huh?
Through here, everyone. Phew, that was way too close. My heart's still racing.
Who are you? My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
You're Professor Layton, are you not?
Claire? Is it you?
No. I'm Celeste, her younger sister. I've been trying to uncover what really happened to Claire. I know she was quite fond of you, Professor.
The enigmatic woman is none other than Claire's younger sister, Celeste. She has come to future London to learn the circumstances of her sister's death and is following Professor Layton with the belief that he will uncover the truth. You're Claire's younger sister. It's uncanny how much you look like her. We've crossed paths several times in this city, haven't we? Strange. Claire never mentioned having a sister. It's my biggest regret that we spent the last years of her life estranged from each other. Forgive me for not getting in touch with you earlier, Professor. I wanted to, but I was afraid that it might bring unwanted attention from the family on both of us. For our own safety, I decided that it was best to avoid contact with you at the time. I see. You must have cared dearly for your sister to come to a place like this in search of the truth. Well, to be honest, I haven't been running my own investigation so much as the professor's. But why? Your reputation. They say the great Professor Layton can solve any puzzle, right? I figured if anyone could get to the bottom of what happened that day, it would be you. Celeste, on the day of the explosion, Oh no, the family will be here any second. We've got to run. Now's my time to shine. No one makes a grand escape like Don Paolo. Our group is too large to move quickly. We need to split up. I couldn't agree more. Celeste, I shall show you to safety myself. Layton, handle the children. Celeste, wait, there's still so much we need to discuss. Found ye. Professor, this town has kept a secret from you so large it defies the imagination.
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
Stay right where you are, intruders. Professor, they're gaining on us. Look, Flora, we have to run. We need to leave this facility immediately. I'm working on it. Whew, I can't believe the three of us made it out of there in one piece. Well, don't let your guard down, Luke. We're not out of the woods yet. I can't stop thinking about the last thing Celeste said to us.
The answer to everything lies in the old father's embrace. It is there we will meet next.
Celeste was clearly trying to give us a hint as to our next rendezvous point.
Oh, of course. She used a code to hide our meeting place from the family. But what could that code possibly mean?
Think of it as a puzzle, Luke. Though I suspect the answer to this puzzle will be much more than our next meeting place. I'd wager that it's also the family's secret headquarters, and where Dimitri's been
hiding.
If
Sorry.
that's the case, it's even more important that we find out where this place is.
Luke, do you remember seeing a flyer for a restaurant named the Thames Arms on the way here? That's where Celeste will be waiting for us.
At the Thames Arms? But how did you work that out?
Well, Luke, have you ever heard of Old Father Thames?
Is that like Old Man River?
Rivers are often personified in folklore and literature, and the River Thames is no exception. When Celeste said that the answer lies in the Old Father's embrace, the father she was talking about was Old Father Thames.
Oh, I get it. And an embrace happens in someone's arms. In this case, the arms of the Thames.
Alright. Just like hovering over while I'm reading it, I'm like, nope. The stylus got too close to the screen. I've been thinking, Professor. About what, Luke? About how you, Dimitri, and Don Paolo all have a personal tie to poor Claire. All of you seem to question the circumstances surrounding her death, Celeste as well. Why do I get the feeling that many of the mysteries here lead back to that explosion? Flashback time, flashback time. The explosion that killed Claire didn't just level the lab she worked in. By the time I got word of the accident and ran to the site, the whole place was in flames. An apartment building next to the lab had also been destroyed by the blast. The entire area was devastated. Looking upon that scene, I knew that Claire was lost to me forever. And I wasn't the only one who lost something that day. Many others were wounded or lost loved ones. To this day, I still remember a child I met wandering the street, wailing for his lost parents. For some time after the incident, I was in a state of shocked grief. But when I came back to my senses, I noticed something curious. Despite the scale of the damage, there was no follow-up coverage in the media. Not one word on the incident was printed or broadcast following the initial report. I knew the only way I'd get answers about what happened that day was to run my own investigation. I immediately set to work researching Claire's lab and the scientists she had worked with. During my investigation, I learned that powerful political forces had suppressed reports on the blast. It was right after this discovery that I was viciously assaulted. My injuries were so severe I was unconscious for a month. I was lucky to be alive. I returned home to find my flat torn apart. The majority of information I'd gathered on the case had been stolen. That explosion was no ordinary accident. Someone with incredible political clout was involved, and this person abused his or her power to keep any facts about the event from ever coming to light. I tried to dig back into the case several times, but it was of no use. Each time I tried to make headway, I was met with resistance and threats of violence. Claire is lost to me forever, I know that, but I must know the truth of what happened that day. It's a feeling I'm sure Don Paolo and Celeste share as well.
So you think Dimitri knows the truth?
Dimitri, and perhaps one other person.
Who else do you mean, Professor?
Everything will be made clear at the Thames Arms. Let's go.
Flora's like, I'm here too. I'm here too.
I am lost.
Flora, are you okay?
Come in, comrades. It wasn't my intention to scare the young Fraulein.
Pavel, what are you doing down here?
I was exploring the area and somehow wound up here. Lost. Tress lost. Doing some tunnel exploration like you were talking about before, I take it. Earlier in my quest to find the tunnels, I mistakenly wandered onto subway tracks. That little viage put me in great peril. But danger is part and parcel of exploring Il Mondo, non? I suppose you could say that. Naturalmente, most of my travel woes could have been avoided if my compass hadn't gone kaput. Though, I think this map might be able to show me which way to go. A little help, kudasai? 116. Which way is up? Below is a chart with cardinal directions written in each square. The top of the chart, however, isn't necessarily north. When looking at the chart from the proper orientation, you can start at a certain square and moving in the direction written in each square, pass over all of the squares on the chart. Which side, A, B, C, or D, is north? Wait. I see, okay. So you want to go... Say north is that way. Okay. So if you go north is this way. So you go north, south, east. No, hang on. What are you, brain, what are you doing? West. Okay, so go north, west, south, east. Okay, this is north. The answer is C. Ow, my neck.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Yay! I was like, what are you talking about?
I suspected.
I understand. Correct. Side C is north. If you set C as north and start in the center square, you can follow the directions and pass over all of the squares. Ow. Oh, domo gracias, Monsieur San. Monsieur San. Thanks to you, I can now continue my travels. Do be careful out there. Now that we're topside again, I think it's finally safe to say we've given the family the slip. Things got rather chaotic back there, Flora. Are you feeling alright? Not too shaken?
Just fine, Professor, but I'm very glad I had you both with me. Professor, the Thames Arms is just a little way up the road here. Let's go meet up with Celeste.
Chapter 12. The Truth Revealed. Lawton. No, tell me. And Barton. Oh, Layton, any breakthroughs in your investigation? Possibly. I'm very glad to see you. I need you to come with me to the Thames Arms. The Thames Arms? An investigation of the premises never revealed... An investigation of the premises revealed scrumptious smell, sir. Barton, keep quiet for just a minute, will you? What exactly is so amazing at the Thames Arms that I need to head there this instant? I make no promises, but it's likely that what happens there will lead you to the Prime Minister. Really now? Well, my interest is piqued, but there's the matter of this blasted puzzle. What puzzle? The one in this letter I found. I have a feeling it could have some bearing on my case. Do you mind if I had a look at that, Inspector? Where's the arrow? 117. There's a treasure hidden below one of the tiles in this room. The only clue is a handwritten note. Follow the arrow to find it. Which tile should you lift to find the treasure? Draw a circle around the... Draw a circle around it with your stylus. Is it this arrow? There's an arrow here. So it would be this tile here. I think it's pointing over this one. A banana. There's an arrow on his nose. Which would be here then. Maybe the mud shouldn't be counted because it's like, that's just dirt. That wasn't added today. It's either the nose or the dirt. The bird's pointing to that as well. Yeah.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Okay. You know, like the dirt's there to throw you
That's
on.
settled.
Chimpressive. Please stop. The monkey in the painting on the wall has an arrow hidden on its face. The tile directly below it is the one hiding the treasure. Sorry to say, Inspector, but this letter doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. Oh, just wonderful. Another prospective lead fizzles out. I'm at my wit's end, I tell you. Whatever you've tried to show me at the Thames Arms, it has to be more useful than that letter. Picture book real quick. I'm just curious. How is it incomplete? Okay, hang on. Maybe the trees. Nope. I saw a dead tree frantically picking something up. No, we're good. We read it already. I work in a little cafe. One day, the manager in charge stepped out, leaving me to run the shop. Before stepping out the door, the manager said to me, I'm relying on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can. After the manager left, I noticed that a white thing had been left behind the counter. Oh no, the manager must have forgotten this, I thought to myself. Come to think of it, I don't even know where the manager went. A little while later, a customer arrived. The first customer of the day. The rain is terrible. I have a hot drink, please. A really hot one, the customer said, taking a window seat. I looked outside and saw that it had indeed started raining. The door flew open once again, and I could hear the sound of the rain on the pavement as the next customer came in. Gosh, it's just like they forecasted. The rain has chilled me to the bone. I'll have a hot drink, please, but don't steep it for too long. The customer took a seat in the corner table. Since the manager in charge was gone, I had to make a hot drink for the customer by the window. I also had to make the hot drink that the other customer had ordered. However, I ran into a snag when I realized that the white thing was gone. The door opened again and someone stepped inside. Thank heavens, that must be the manager, I said. But then I turned around. I saw that it was actually a customer. This customer sat down by the counter. Yeesh, I'm tired, but look at this white thing I found in the forest. Was I lucky or what? Oh, right, my order. I'll have a hot drink, please. The customer leaned over, put the white thing on the counter and said, Isn't it a beauty? It is, but I had to apologize because I can't make you a hot drink. The white thing is gone, you see, I said, deciding I had to be honest. Overhearing my apology, the mustache customer sitting by the window said, I don't like my hot drink black. One really needs to tip the white thing to make it palatable. We need milk. The customer in the corner piped up as well. Hot drink's best friend is the white thing. Then the customer by the counter chimed in, This is unbelievable. I came all the way here to enjoy a hot drink. The customer by the counter's glasses began to fog up with anger. I was getting very flustered. Just then the door opened again, and in stepped the manager. Lots of customers today, eh? I'm glad you all came in here out of the rain. I was so relieved to see the manager's pointy hand. I can't find the white thing. I looked everywhere, I said, causing the manager's eyes to grow big as saucers. What are you talking about? Didn't you hear me when I told you I was stepping out to get another white thing? Ha 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 ha. Hang on. Now we're just back at the beginning again. Okay. Place. Pointy hat, eh? The woman in charge stepped out, leaving me behind to run the shop. After a while, I noticed that a milk bottle had been left behind the counter. Must have forgotten this. I don't even know where the woman went. A little while later, a customer arrived, the first customer of the day. The rain is terrible. I'll have a hot drink, a really hot one. The door flew open again. Gosh, it's just like they forecasted the rain is chilled me to the bone. I'll have a hot drink, please. Don't steep it for too long. I'll have a man, please. Hang on. There we go. I'll take one man. Don't steep it for too long. Tea. He said please. That's not him. I'll have a traveler. I'm so bad at this. He said please too. A cocoa. Tea. Everybody's saying please. Raincoat. Raincoat. Mustache. Okay, I can't make you a cocoa, probably. Because that's usually how most people prepare it. Okay, okay. Yep, we're getting there. Customer by the counter's glasses began to fog up with anger. Mustache. I need someone drink tea. I'm missing one person for that. Where art thou, tea person? I knew Paul wouldn't let me down. He's a coffee drinker. A time travel research facility. It would appear that the towering pagoda is not Dimitri's only base after all. There were no signs of any scientists in there, but they were definitely brought here to the future. It's clear that a time travel research facility has been set up somewhere here in London. Now we just need to find a way to get to it. Perhaps someone at the hotel can offer us direction. Flora was the only one waiting at the hotel. It seems she and future Luke escaped together, but he went off somewhere with Shipley. I'm sure he has his reasons for dashing off like that, but they remain a mystery to me. For now, the others and I have no choice but to continue our investigation by ourselves. Inspector Chelmy also seems convinced that he's seen a woman who resembles Claire, but I just don't understand how that could be. After all, Claire passed away all those years ago. She never said anything about her sister, but given their strong resemblance, perhaps this woman is a relative of hers. I'll have the inspector run a background check on the woman to be sure. Oh my goodness, just as I was inquiring about how to cross the Thames, Luke disappeared somewhere on his own. In all our years as friends, he's never done something like this before. What could have prompted him to just take off like that? We'll get back to the case soon, but for now, my first priority is finding the boy. We found Luke in front of the statue in the square. It would appear that his father is being transferred and Luke will have to move away. He's kept all his worries about this bottled up, but he needn't fret so. Our friendship is destined to continue forever, even if we are apart, just like the two fellows in the statue. Now that Luke is feeling better, we return to the case. Plane? This plane is really loud? You probably can't hear it, I hope. Now that Luke is feeling better, we've returned to the case. The scientists that we've seen with wet shoes and trousers must have come from the research facility on the other side of the river. That must mean that there is a tunnel we can use to cross the river. Now we need to find Seagal, who should be able to tell us where the tunnel entrance is. Just as Seagal said, the tunnel under the Thames is no longer in use. Given how leaky it is, it makes sense that the scientists who did pass through there would not be able to do so without getting their trousers soaked. Now I'd better put my journal down and traverse this soggy mess. Once we passed through the tunnel, we encountered the gated research facility. An industrial complex like this in the middle of London is unheard of. I'm certain this must be where Dimitri is conducting his time travel research. With any luck, we'll find both the kidnapped scientists and Dimitri himself. Now, if we can only find a way inside. The research facility contains disturbing evidence that some of the staff here have been working on something far more sinister than a time machine. I wonder if Dimitri knows about what else is being developed here. It was rather brutish of us to take care of the two guards as we encountered them in the way we did. But now I'm free to talk once more with the scientists working here. We were aided in our escape from the research facility by the woman who looks just like Claire. Her name is Celeste, and she is Claire's estranged younger sister. It appears she is here to find answers on her own unsolved questions regarding her sister's death. I had many more questions to ask her, but we were separated before I had the chance. The old father's embrace that Celeste hinted at referred to the Thames Arms. The truth of our situation is becoming ever clearer to me. Before parting from us, Celeste mentioned a large secret in this town. I'm fairly certain I know what she's referring to, but I'd best refrain from speculation. Everything will become clear when we reach the Thames Arms. I couldn't help thinking back to the terrible lab explosion that occurred 10 years ago. The facts were covered up, but I will never forget losing Claire or forget the tear-streaked face of the boy I found in the street weeping from the parents he'd lost. I fear the mistakes of the past are being repeated, and I must stop that from happening, no matter what it takes. Okay,